This video is brought to you by catbeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. This is your official NXT review for tonight's show, August 30th, 2017. A fresh set of tapings. Drew McIntyre is your NXT champion. Adam Cole is causing chaos in NXT, and it's absolutely fucking wonderful. Can't wait to see what's happening with Adam Cole, man. Adam Cole is going to be a major deal in WWE. I just have a feeling, just seeing him in NXT. I want to apologize for the way I sound. I am still under the weather. I am feeling a little bit better. The head cold has gone from my head down to my throat now. Now I'm coughing. Hopefully I don't cough up a lung in this NXT review, so I apologize for the way I sound. I sound all nasally, and I sound like shit, but I want to apologize for that. I also want to apologize for not streaming on Twitch. It's not my fault. Twitch apparently had site-wide outages all day long. Good thing I didn't stream today, otherwise I would have been pissed. But there was no NXT live reaction stream tonight. We usually go live at about 6:30, do a hour-and-a-half Q&A. We listen to some cool music. We answer a bunch of wrestling-related questions, and then we watch NXT together, but I couldn't even do that. So Twitch was down all day today, and that's the reason why I didn't go live, but you guys are still getting a review tonight for NXT. Just keep an eye out tomorrow at 11 a.m. sharp. You will have episode number 1, the review and results video for the Mae Young Classic. If you guys want my opinion on what I thought of episode 1 of the Mae Young Classic and what I think so far of the commentary, the overall presentation, the competitors that I've seen so far, you're going to want to tune into this one, man. Almost 30 minutes of a review. If you guys got Patreon, excuse me. That's number 1. We're going to keep count of JD's cough counter tonight. Fucking hate being sick, man. I got sick with my best friend Sean down in Atlantic City. We were watching the McGregor-Mayweather fight. His kids were fucking coughing all over the place, and I have to get sick. Go figure, right? The guy who needs his voice gets sick. But the Mae Young Classic review will be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. If you guys want my thoughts on everything, I will upload that for you guys tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. I did watch episode 2. Episode 2 will probably drop on Saturday or Sunday this weekend. I still have to watch episode 3 and 4. I might actually live stream those episodes on Twitch if you guys want to watch along with me. So I haven't watched those episodes. I know Kairi Sane and Tessa Blanchard, people are talking about that match. That match appears in episode number 4. We'll probably do a live stream on that, man. I'll let you guys know. Just keep up to date with me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. Thank you to everybody pledging, man. You guys are fucking unbelievable. You have come out in fucking just an army to pledge for the Patreon page, man. You guys really wanted that Mario Kart gameplay, and it's live on the channel right now. Thank you to everybody that has pledged. We got so many new Patreons this month. If you guys want to check that out, patreon.com/JD from NY206. You guys can still get your $5 a month pledges in if you guys want to see that before you guys are charged every first of the month. So if you guys have just newly pledged, that video will be available to you all. As soon as your cards are charged on September 1st, you guys will have access to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, episode number 1, rebranded. Toad meets Ozzy Osbourne and Elton John in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. And you guys are going to get Mario Kart gameplay every single Monday for Mario Kart Monday, just being a member of Team JD, exclusively only on Patreon.com. So make sure you guys check that out. Also, all new listeners of the podcast, Audible is still offering you guys 30 days free to try their service out. 1 free audiobook. Just visit audibletrial.com/offthescript. If you got iPhone or Android devices, you guys are set to go. And I am working on an Enzo Amore Get Off My TV t-shirt. My buddy Connor is working on that. Hopefully that will be uploaded within the week. But if you guys want to check out my store right now, I got 9 other designs on Barbershop Window. We are partners with Pro Wrestling Tees and Barbershop Window. That coupon code is still active if you guys want your t-shirts, man. JD17 at checkout for 20% off. Barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. And as always, make sure you guys subscribe down below and hit that bell. Or just drop a fucking glorious DDT on that fucking bell, man. Make sure that shit's turned on so you guys know when I upload. Excuse me. Number 2, man. I'm not even editing it out because it's no point. There's no point. I'm fucking sick as a dog, and you guys need to be aware of that. There you go. We're going to talk about NXT tonight, man. What is it with NXT? Really, if you guys watch NXT, why does this show make so much sense? You know, I'm watching this tonight, and then I'm thinking back to what we've seen on SmackDown. Why does this show flow so good? Everything literally makes sense. Just look at what we've seen tonight, man. Drew McIntyre comes out, right? He's the NXT champion. He's given his address to the NXT universe. Roderick Strong wants a title shot. He comes out. Right, we're continuing Roderick Strong and Bobby Roode. That's been brewing for weeks now. We're getting the conclusion to that. Billie Kay fought Ruby Riott last week, and now we're getting Ruby Riott versus Peyton Royce this week. Cassius Ohno comes into William Regal's office and wants Hideo Itami in a no disqualification match. Those two have had a little history going on. That's continuing, right? We got Lars Sullivan. He is paying the consequences now for his actions. William Regal's booking him in a 3-on-1 handicap match next week. We got Heavy Machinery in action trying to get back into the tag team division, into the tag team title hunt. Right? Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly still causing chaos all over NXT tonight. Why is everything on this show just nice and smooth and makes sense? Why? And then you look at SmackDown and nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. Bobby Roode's out there fighting Mike Kanellis for no fucking reason. Mike Kanellis is a glorified jobber. Jinder Mahal and Shinsuke Nakamura have no heat whatsoever. Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura booked in a match next week with absolutely zero build. What the fuck's going on with this show? You know? It's absolutely disgusting. The New Day and the Usos, again, after they just went 20 minutes at SummerSlam, not even 3 minutes on SmackDown last night. Are they out of their fucking minds? Right? Dolph Ziggler being repackaged again has nothing to do with anything. He's just bitching and moaning. Sami Zayn, Ty Dillinger ultimately buried on SmackDown Live. Ty Dillinger comes out for US Open Challenge. He's cut off by Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin causes Ty Dillinger to lose in 2 minutes to AJ Styles. Meanwhile, I know Ty Dillinger and AJ Styles can have a great fucking match. Give them 15 minutes, and there you go. I'm watching NXT tonight. Every main event for NXT that they do is at least dedicated 15 to 20 minutes. On SmackDown Live, we barely get 10 minutes for a main event. What is the fucking problem with booking SmackDown Live? Why is NXT on most weeks doing things correctly? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And then I found out just a week ago, Gabe Sapolsky, right, is actually part of the creative team. I didn't know that. So there's another fucking guy, another brain, another smart individual on NXT's creative staff, on Triple H's team, booking this fucking show. And Road Dogg and everybody else affiliated and associated with SmackDown Live can't even get anything right. It's booked just fucking lazily, and it just sucks. I don't know what happened here. NXT is the perfect booked show. It is booked perfectly. And if I was to pick a perfect show, it's NXT, man. Everything just makes sense. I'm not saying everything is good, because it's not, but everything just makes sense. Everything flows from week to week to week. You know, not everybody is featured every week. You didn't see Aleister Black today, right? You didn't see Aleister Black come out doing his fucking entrance. If you did that every week, it'd get boring. If you seen Aleister Black every fucking week, you really wouldn't be as excited to see him, you know? So he wasn't there. Hideo Itami wasn't booked. Cassius Ohno wasn't booked. No Way Jose wasn't booked. Gargano wasn't booked. Almas wasn't booked. And they got a roster to book a 1-hour show. And it still comes off great. You give Bobby Roode and Roderick Strong 20 minutes in the main event. That takes up 20 minutes of the 60 minutes. There you go. You fill the rest with fucking, promos and, some enhancement matches to get guys back into the good graces with the NXT universe. You got Peyton Royce and Ruby Riott, who went almost 10 minutes, you know? It's not that difficult. SmackDown makes it a arduous task to book a show. I don't get it. I just don't understand. You watch NXT and then you watch SmackDown, you see the vast difference between both shows. It's like NXT's not even part of the WWE. Unbelievable. Anyway, the show opens up with footage, which I wish the main roster would do. I wish they would open a show the way NXT opened a show tonight. They just show chaos strewn about in the parking lot of Full Sail University. We got Sanity down. Every member of Sanity's fucking just down. One of them was hanging out of a fucking vehicle in the driver's seat. We had officials. We had security. We had other wrestlers probably just strewn about in the parking lot area of Full Sail University. I'm only assuming that this was Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly sneaking away in the darkness like Batman. So they're there. They're making their presence known. And we can only assume that it is the ex-Ring of Honor guys causing chaos on NXT. And that's the way we open the show. William Regal is looking around with that disgusted face. He's looking around at everything that just happened. He don't know what the fuck's going on. And that's the way we open NXT. Drew McIntyre comes on in. He's in the ring. He's cutting his first address as NXT World Heavyweight Champion. And I gotta say, man, that NXT title, that World Heavyweight Championship for NXT is absolutely fucking gorgeous. Wow. And Drew McIntyre's got his plates, his custom plates on that motherfucker. It looks beautiful, man. If I'm to get a replica title, it's one of two titles. Number one, it'll be the UK title. Number two, it'll be the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. That thing is beauty. Absolutely beautiful, man. McIntyre stood in the ring. Chance of "you deserve it." Drew says this is his life. The last 17 years have led him to this moment. This is his life's work. He understands that the title is a big responsibility, and with that responsibility comes a big bullseye on his back. Drew brings up Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly, and is ready to face anyone on the NXT roster, and he wants anyone in the back to step up to him like a man. So Roderick Strong comes out. Roderick Strong is there to interrupt. Roddy wants a shot at the title first, but he doesn't want a shot at the title until he takes care of Bobby Roode. Drew McIntyre yells and looks directly into Roderick Strong's eyes that he's proud that he stepped up to him like a man. And then when he beats Bobby Roode, he will be guaranteed a NXT Championship match against Drew McIntyre. They went back to Bobby Roode. Roode says he's already on SmackDown, but tonight he's going to beat Roddy Strong, and then he's going to be coming after the NXT Championship again, and he'll bring it to SmackDown Live. One thing I will say about Bobby Roode is I love the way Bobby Roode is in NXT, man. I don't get this news report that everybody's talking about, that apparently Vince McMahon wants to keep him a babyface, and they want to change his theme song. I mean, that would be the biggest... I think I would actually fucking boycott WWE if they changed Bobby Roode's theme song. I don't know where you guys are getting that news report from. Why the fuck would they do that? That's the best theme song in the entire company. It's the best entrance in the entire company. Why the fuck would you get rid of his theme song? I don't understand that. But Bobby Roode, you know, he's on NXT tonight, and people just love him because he's great. He doesn't need to be a babyface because of his theme song. The theme song is his theme song. But Bobby Roode tonight in the match with Roderick Strong, calling him a failure, slapping him around, spitting in his face, just demoralizing him. That's the Bobby Roode I need to see. I don't need to see Bobby Roode smiling in front of the fucking children. That's not what I want to see. Bobby Roode is a dastardly evil individual. He's a manipulative individual. I don't want to see Bobby Roode fucking shaking hands with senior citizens. I don't want to see him fucking patting little children on the head. No, that's not the Bobby Roode I want to see. I want to see the Bobby Roode styling and profile, strutting down the fucking aisle, doing glorious. You know? Manipulating his way into a WWE Championship match or a match with AJ Styles for the US Championship. I don't want to see this fucking goody two-shoes shit. All because Vince McMahon thinks his theme song gets him too over. Deal with it. That just goes to show you that Vince McMahon is fucking out of touch with the wrestling business. He don't even understand his own company. I don't even think he watched Bobby Roode at NXT. He knows Bobby Roode because of the merchandise he's probably selling and the fact that he's headlining NXT takeovers for the entire year. And he's like, oh, I want him on the main roster. Meanwhile, he didn't even see his body of work. He didn't see what he's about. He didn't see the character that he played on NXT. You know? Why would you change his theme song? I don't know where this news article came from. And if I find it, it's not something that I'm going to report because it sounds like complete rubbish. I'm just throwing that out there. Bobby Roode needs to be a heel. And hopefully, with this babyface bullshit that we're seeing on SmackDown Live, hopefully that turns around to, you know, and turns 180 and we get the Bobby Roode that we've seen on NXT tonight. Peyton Royce versus Ruby Riott. Oh, Peyton Royce. Oh, Peyton Royce. Everybody loves Peyton Royce. I see Peyton Royce and Billie Kay being on the main roster very, very soon. There's nothing for them to do down at NXT, you know. Peyton Royce still has a little bit to go. Still green in the ring to me. Not really all that impressive, but you see the work that she's doing. She's obviously gotten better from when I first seen her, you know, back in the day when she came out dressed like Poison Ivy, you know, from Batman. I'm not a fan of Billie Kay. I'm just not. But they do make a good duo. They're not iconic in any sense of the word, but they are a good duo. Peyton Royce and Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott came out with a new hairstyle today. She had the long hair instead of the tied back hair that she was usually portraying. She looked pretty decent tonight. And this match was much better than what we've seen with Ruby Riott and Billie Kay. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, I don't mind them as a duo. I think they could really do some damage on the main roster depending on whatever brand they go to. I'm assuming Asuka's going to Monday Night Raw. I wouldn't mind seeing Peyton Royce and Billie Kay take over SmackDown Live, to be brutally honest with you. But Peyton Royce got the one up here on Ruby Riott. There was a beautiful Death Valley driver by Peyton Royce for a very, very close near fall. 2 count. Peyton Royce gets Ruby Riott almost with that Death Valley driver. Billie Kay pulls Royce outside, and like a duo, they're watching each other's back. Ruby Riott nails a suicide dive on the outside. Peyton Royce tries to crawl away until Ruby Riott grabs her by the legs. Billie pulls her outside and gives her a fucking devastating big boot right to the jaw. Referee is not seeing what's going on because Peyton Royce was in the ring, you know, holding on to the ring apron. She started causing commotion in the ring. So Billie Kay pulls Ruby Riott outside, big boot. So Billie Kay then throws Ruby Riott back into the ring. And I will say this, man. If Mr. Perfect was watching, he would have eyes sparkling, man. That perfect plex by Peyton Royce is a thing of beauty, man. It's not called the perfect plex. Obviously, it is a bridging fisherman suplex. But the way Peyton Royce just fucking does it, man, is absolutely beautiful, man. The bridge is gorgeous. And she's got that locked in, and she's got her legs just pimped up like that, man. It's beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Fisherman suplex with the bridge. Peyton Royce defeats Ruby Riott. One thing I would change about Peyton Royce is her ring attire, man. It is absolutely god-awful. Absolutely god-awful, man. She looks like, I don't know what she looks like, but it's too purple, it's too shiny, and it doesn't look like wrestling gear, man. It looks like nightwear. So I would change that and get her some more traditional wrestling gear, man. So we'll see what happens with that. Peyton Royce defeats Ruby Riott with a beautiful bridging fisherman suplex. Cassius Ohno comes in to ask William Regal for a match with Hideo Itami. The match is already made, but Ohno wants and receives a no disqualification match as a bonus stipulation. That should be a very brutal match next week when we see Cassius Ohno versus Hideo Itami. Heavy Machinery, they go against 2 bums, 2 jobbers, Edwin Negrom and Damian Aweel. Needless to say, these guys stood no chance. 2 minutes and 11 seconds, complete squash, the Trash Compactor to Negrom, total squash match. Heavy Machinery getting a win back after falling to AOP in their one and only NXT Tag Team title match. Lars Sullivan, we look back at Lars Sullivan attacking No Way Jose during NXT TakeOver's pre-show. Lars Sullivan is in Regal's office. Regal is not pleased with Sullivan being so violent to all 3 tag team partners that he had. So William Regal said, you know what? Your actions need consequences. You want to beat up 3 tag team partners? We're going to put you in a 3-on-1 handicap match next week on NXT. Also made for next week is Cesar Bononi versus Andrade Cien Almas with Mrs. Vega. She is going to be with Andrade next week. Cesar Bononi, if you guys recall, I guess she was displeased with Andrade that week, and Bononi got a surprise victory. That's what really started Andrade's transformation with Zelina Vega. So Bononi is getting the rematch, or Andrade, I should say, is getting the rematch, trying to get his win back against Cesar Bononi. That's taking place next week as well. You see the theme here? You see the theme with NXT? They're setting you up for the entire show next week, on this week's show. Why doesn't the main roster do that? I don't get it. Something so simple, a simple nuance like that, to get you interested in next week's show. Oh shit, Cassius Ohno and Hideo Itami, a no DQ match. There you go. Cesar Bononi versus Andrade Cien Almas. There you go. Right? Lars Sullivan in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Who are his opponents going to be? There you go. Right? Adam Cole and his Chaos. They're running fucking brutality all over NXT. There you go. You know? We got stories from this week going on into next week already. Simple stuff that the main roster just neglects every single week. Roderick Strong and Bobby Roode in the main event. Fans, sing along. This isn't fucking Memphis, Tennessee or Arkansas. People singing along to Bobby Roode's theme song. When Roode comes up on the Titantron, everybody yells in unison, Roode. Right? That's what I want to see. Thank you, Bobby chants for ringing out through Full Sail University because they appreciate the talent that is Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode promises to prove that Strong is a failure all over again. So he was in the ring as the bell rang, screaming to Roderick Strong, you are a failure. You are a failure. And I'm going to show you why again this week. And he tried to do his glorious thing. And Roderick Strong just said, fuck that. Shoved him down to the ground before he even put his arms in the air. This match went almost 20 minutes. This was a hard-hitting match. A lot of backbreakers. Roderick Strong and Bobby Roode giving you a physical match like I expected. Bobby Roode has a beautiful spine buster. You know, very reminiscent of his father, Triple H, because they look like a father-son combo. If you guys look at them side by side, Bobby Roode has a beautiful spine buster. Bobby Roode is going to go on to do big things in WWE on SmackDown Live, but the only conclusion to this match was him going and giving Roderick Strong the victory here. Roddy has unbelievable fucking backbreakers, man, devastating. He had that lung blower. That end of heartache he got twice on Bobby Roode. He nailed Bobby Roode with 3 fucking stiff shots to the knee. You know, one of them being exposed with his kneecap. He pulled down his fucking knee pad and he nailed Bobby Roode with a fucking wicked knee that I thought Bobby Roode lost a tooth. I seen something flying out of his fucking mouth. But 3 jumping knees to the face. Strong nails the end of heartache. Blows Bobby Roode a kiss goodbye at the end of the match. Hits a second end of heartache and pins Bobby Roode 1, 2, 3. That is it. Bobby Roode no more in NXT. Roderick Strong is now in the win column. He gets his revenge over Bobby Roode. At the end of the match, Drew McIntyre's theme music plays. McIntyre stands at the top of the ramp holding up the NXT Championship and points to Roderick Strong saying that you will be getting a championship match. That's going to be a hard-hitting match, man. I can't wait to see that. But before the show went off the air, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly jumped Drew McIntyre from behind, laid him out. Adam Cole with a devastating DDT on the stage, and then they escape through the crowd, and they exit through the back exit of Full Sail University. They run into the parking lot with William Regal chasing. Adam Cole is stating that this is his NXT, and that they are doing William Regal a favor. Whatever the hell that means, man. They're taking out everybody, and Adam Cole said that they are doing William Regal a favor. I don't know what that means, man, but Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly are causing chaos in NXT, and I fucking love it, man. It brings back the days, and it's very reminiscent of the days of Evolution. I'm loving what we see here, man. Will there be new members added to this chaotic stable? Do they have a name? What is their agenda? What is Adam Cole doing in WWE? Why is he here? We haven't seen him speak yet. This is going to be a very interesting fall for NXT, man, and I'm very excited to see what's going on. Also next week, Asuka, and the future of Asuka. She will come out and let everybody know publicly for the first time on television what is going on with her injury and what is going on with her future and the NXT Women's Championship. Very, very good episode of NXT tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, hit that thumbs up, man. Let's strive for 850. I know that's a lofty goal for NXT review, but 850 thumbs up on this review, man. Thank you guys so much. Remember, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., the Mae Young Classic, Episode 1 review. Video will be live for you guys. It's great. Don't miss it. If you missed Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, and my WWE 2K18 roster reveal video for week number 3, that is all live on the channel right now. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel down below. Hit that bell for your notification. Follow me on Twitter. Support through the Patreon page. Support audibletrial.com/offthescript and get your merchandise on barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. I am JD. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you all tomorrow for the Mae Young Classic Episode 1 review. Have a great Wednesday night, and I'll see you all on Thursday morning.